My beloved child, God has a way of speaking to us in unexpected ways. Sometimes it's through a soft whisper in our hearts. Other times it's through the beauty of nature or the kind words of a stranger. But what if I told you that someone in heaven is desperately trying to contact you? It may seem like an unbelievable statement, but I urge you to open your heart and mind to this possibility. For the past 4 days, there has been a constant presence trying to reach out to you from the other side. It could be a loved one who has passed away, a guardian angel, or even God Himself. They see your struggles, your pain, and your joys, and they want to communicate with you. They want to guide you, comfort you, and let you know that you are not alone. This may seem like a far-fetched idea, but think about it for a moment. Type 333 if you trust God. God is going to open doors for you that have been locked for a long time. Suddenly, miracles will happen in your life. Restoration and healing are being released. Your greatest days of productivity and prosperity are on the horizon. Don't quit. Keep moving forward. God is saying to you tonight, every mountain and every stronghold that is delaying your progress and your dream is being removed right now. Your hope will be restored, your expectations will be met, and blessings and miracles will come into your life. Trust me when I say God doesn't take things away without giving you something better. God knows when something has served its purpose even if you can't see it. God knows when things should end even if you're not ready. God is planning what's next for you because He knows that you need a change. He knows that He's taking you to a better destination or guiding you to a more fulfilling life. This is your winning season. Where you used to fail, you now prosper. Where you used to shy away, you now show up empowered. The universe is both protecting and cradling you with every decision you make and every step you take. You are abundantly blessed and highly favored. Make today another opportunity to step toward your dream life. It is all here for you. Type 444 if you believe. God is always faithful. Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God, keeping His covenant of love to 1,000 generations of those who love Him and keep His commandments. One thing that becomes so evident through this story of the Israelites coming out of Egypt and entering the promised land is God's continual faithfulness toward them. Through their highs and lows, through their rebellion and turning back to Him, He never gave up on them. Well, the same God who is faithful to them is also faithful to you. He doesn't change. And while fear wants to cripple you with what's wrong around you, I want to encourage you in the truth that even now, even though you might not feel it, God is working on your behalf. In Him the victory is yours. Type, I love you, Lord, to affirm. There is no need to worry. There is so much more ahead of you than you could possibly see or understand right now. There are so many more rivers to cross and mountains to climb, and all of these things will happen in time. And even if the mountains take a little while to get to, and even if you have to tread a little further to get to them, God is still faithful in leading you where you need to be, and everything He does is with divine intention. So slow down. There's no need to rush when you know Him. The party won't start without you. No one is going to take your seat, and you will not be replaced or forgotten. In Him, you no longer have a reason to fear missing out. You only need to keep trusting, keep going, knowing that He will never leave you, He will never forsake you, He will always give you what you need, and lead you right where you belong. Type, I'm optimistic, if you're ready. Today, just trust. Trust who you are. Trust where you are. And trust where you are going. Trust that God is placing and removing people in your life in order to bring you where He wants you to be. Today, just trust. Trust in your strengths. Trust in your abilities. And trust that every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to grow, and an opportunity to become the best version of you. Today, just trust. Trust Him. Trust His plan. Trust His will. Trust His way. And trust that whatever He has already written is far better than anything you could have ever wrote. God is saying to you today, it's time to get excited again. It's time to remember you are not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I have already assigned my angels to you. So let go of the stress and trust me. I have an incredible ending in store for you. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again. Because the happy ending I've got coming your way is going to rock your world. Type 2020 if you have faith in Lord. Jesus, when speaking to His disciples, said that we should not worry about everyday life. We will have what we need when we need it. There is always enough. What have you been worrying about that is simply draining your energy? Can you trust God today to provide for everything you need? He is always on time. Think through your life. Have there been times when you were worried about something and it ended up working out? Thank God for His faithfulness. He hasn't changed. God is saying to you today, I know you have been struggling for a long time, financially, spiritually, and emotionally. You have a good heart, and people have abused you in many ways. The devil has tried to make you lose your mind many times. You have been betrayed in many ways, yet you stand in the midst of your storms. You are still here because I am with you. I will not allow any weapon that is formed against you to prosper. Fear not, I am going to turn things around and bless you in the presence of your enemies. Hold on to your faith. Rest, beloved child, in the loving arms of my peace. God sometimes wants to shut a door completely before He can open doors to new possibilities. Maybe you have had some doors closed in your life. In spite of everything, know that God is stirring you to accomplish His purpose in your life. God knows what it takes to bring order in your life. Trust Him. He is working on something, and when He's done, everything around you will be made better. God is saying to you tonight, everything will work out. I'm in complete control. I know what your medical report says. I know what your financial situation looks like. I see the people coming against you. I know how big your dreams are. And hear me clearly, I will not fail you. Type 777 to receive it. God does not allow us to go through difficult times because He likes to see us suffer. He uses them for us to recognize our need for Him. Everything you go through ultimately does work out for your good because it makes you stronger and builds endurance. It develops godly character. It helps you to know yourself and to be able to deal with things at an honest level with God and take care of those things so you can reach spiritual maturity. We don't always understand God's methods. His ways don't always make sense to us, but we have to realize that God sees the big picture. Consider this possibility. You may be ready for what God has for you, but somebody else who is going to be involved is not ready yet. God has to do a work in another person or another situation before your prayer can be answered according to God's will for your life. All the pieces have to come together for it to be God's perfect time. To live your best life now, you must learn to trust God's timing. Let God do it His way. The answer will come, and it will be right on time. Type 1111 if you're ready, and share this video with 5 people who trust God. Comment, Jesus is Lord.